people who are having thyroid dysfunction or who want to improve their metabolism, take a small cloth, dip it in cold water, squeeze it, put it around your neck and drape it around your neck. Over that, put a dry cloth. Over that, take your muffler and tie it. Okay, this is a very simple treatment, but if you do it consistently, this will help to improve the blood circulation to the thyroid gland. So bringing about proper thyroid metabolism. Then coming to the hormonal issues, most of the women are facing these days. Very unfortunate, very young girls we see in our clinical practice, as young as they had attained their puberty or menarche. Within 1 to 2 years, their periods become very much irregular. The hormones are to be blamed or to be blessed, whatever we say. Polycystic ovarian disease is very, very common these days. What are the symptoms of polycystic ovary? There is, ovary has got a lot of small cysts on it. If you look at a picture of it, it is like a necklace. It is, all these small cysts are sitting on your ovary. It causes these common symptoms like irregular menstrual periods, excessive hair growth on the body, weight fluctuations are very common, mood swings. Till that time, this girl is very cheruby and very, effervescent, meets with everybody, very happy-go-lucky, makes friends easily, smiling, bubbling. Suddenly, she might become very much withdrawn. Either she's very much moody or she's showing a fit or tantrum, throwing her anger on people. If that is happening, please kindly look at or empathize with her. She might be having a PCOD problem. There are many tests for that, especially the basic tests. What we do is check for blood sugar, fasting blood sugar. Fasting insulin levels are very good indicator of polycystic ovarian disease. And study the period pattern. You will come to know whether the periods are regular or they are missing or the periods are getting delayed. Excessive hair growth is very commonly seen. People who are suffering with polycystic ovary, there could be hair growth on the upper lip or on the lip, on the face, and even body hair growth can be excessive. And the weight would be fluctuating. Many people do gain weight with the PCOS. So then what are the solutions for this? Again, coming back to the food, avoiding the highly refined foods and carbohydrates like white products, white rice, white potatoes, pastas, muffins, noodles, French fries, margarine, sugary drinks, pastries, etc. And the inflammatory foods such as red processed meat, like all your common McDonald's and things like that. Then you might ask me a question, what doc, you want to become us all yogis? You are coming from naturopathy and yoga, you advocate only those things. No, I would want you to indulge and inculcate more of natural foods. Eat more of cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and eat green vegetables and greens such as red leafy lettuce, kale, spinach, and walnuts. Olive oil is good for you. Blueberries, strawberries, green and red peppers, beans and lentils, almonds, sweet potatoes, pumpkins. Then you might ask, what can be done easily at home? I'll tell you here a tip. All of us know the till or sesame. Most of the cultures have advocated, especially when a girl attains her puberty or menarche, she is usually fed with till and jaggery or good laddu. This has to be consumed on a regular basis, they will be given. So till you can make it as sprouts, or you can even soak the till or the sesame seeds about 1 tablespoon in 1 cup of water overnight. Next day morning, even if you want to wish to drink, you can drink that water, or you can eat, mainly to eat the till seeds. This is good to Hormonal, to importantly to care for your hormones, to maintain your hormones. Till is very good, very good. And again, the soaked nuts like almonds and walnuts, these all would help you. And another tip for you is, as I was discussing about one naturopathic treatment called hip bath. Hip bath is a very good treatment. We have done quite an extensive study clinically. We have seen in people who are suffering with irregular menstruation and polycystic ovary, they got immensely benefited by doing just 10 minutes of cold water hip bath every day. You can make it a habit to do this bath every 10 minutes, for every day 10 minutes. Even people who have problems, who don't have problems also, you would get benefited. What you have to do is just take a tub so that the water is up to your pelvis level. You have to sit in the tub so the pelvic area is immersed in the water. Take a small coarse cloth like your handkerchief or a muslin cloth, dip in the water, rub it on your abdomen in a clockwise direction for about 10 minutes. That's it. Wipe yourself and take a little walk. Later on, if you wish to take a shower, you can take, otherwise you can just wipe dry. So this is very, very important and very simple, effective treatment. You might ask me how it will help, because there is increased cold being and vasoconstrictor, bring in more blood supply to the area which you have administered. And it will also bring in more oxygen to the tissues. So by doing this hip bath, which is increasing the blood circulation to the pelvic area as well as to the gastrointestinal tract, there is improved blood circulation to all the visceral organs and to the reproductive organs, especially for your uterus, for your ovaries and your fallopian tubes. All these areas get enough oxygen-rich nutrient blood, and that will help to regularize your hormones and periods, and also helps to eliminate any toxins and constipation or gas or acidity. You will get instant relief. Include more tofu or soya products when you have PCOD. It will help as a natural estrogen production. It helps for that. So few supplements you can include in your diet, like 1000 micrograms of chromium. Do it for about 2 months. Either you can do chromium supplement or take it in the natural form in your microgreens. It is good. So this chromium is essential micronutrient to improve the insulin sensitivity. See, what is the hallmark of PCOD or PCOS? There is insulin resistance. That is a major problem with the polycystic ovary. If there is an insulin resistance, insulin is not being properly metabolized, then there could be weight gain. If there is a weight gain, it's just like a vicious cycle. As the weight gain increases, your increased weight, insulin sensitivity becomes less. Body is not properly producing, neither properly metabolizing the insulin. So insulin sensitivity to improve, you have to do yoga, consume this chromium supplement, and take a vitamin D supplement. Vitamin D supplements help to improve the insulin sensitivity in the body. If insulin is properly maintained, your appetite is good, you are not having that, underarm blackness, the darkness many people have, or there is an unexplained black patch that they see around the neck, or groins. All these areas, it could be because of insulin resistance or insulin sensitivity. That could be improved by doing these measures what I mentioned. And stay active. Again, the mantra is that you have to be active, do some regular exercise. Every day one has to walk at least or move about 10,000 steps. If you can't do any other exercise, just at least walk. That is the best form of exercise you can do. Start with a normal walk, try and do a brisk walk so that your heart rate increases when you do a walking. So what is the formula for it? There is something called target heart rate. 220 minus age. For instance, your age is say 20 years. 220 minus 20 is 200. You have to exercise in such a way that your heart rate reaches to 70% of your THR. 70% of 200. So that is that much of heart rate you should exercise it. And adopt stress relief techniques such as meditation and yoga nidra. What is the importance of meditation? What you do in meditation? Meditation is nothing but awareness. Doing nothing is meditation. Being aware of yourself, what is going on in your body, your mind, various organs, observing yourself keenly. This will help to be in the present moment. Most of the time, people are thinking about the past, or more dreaming about the future. That's a problem. So staying in the present is very important. Yoga Nidra would help you for that. And Anulom Vilom. Anulom Vilom is nothing but alternate nostril breathing. Pranayama. This is the breathing techniques. Simple breathing will help you in a long way to improve your health and take you forward. Omkar chanting, again to unrest your mind clutter. To bring in an equanimity in your mind, Omkar chanting would help. Sports and games, of course, very good vent to relieve your stress, bring in that cardiac endurance and fitness. Rest, relaxation, meditation should be made as part of your lifestyle. So thyroid dysfunction has become very, very common. Nowadays, we come across more and more hypothyroid or hyperthyroid cases. I was wondering what is the cause? Is it our salt to be blamed? Earlier days, people used to consume more and more traditionally available salt, like rock salt, or sainda namak, or kaluppu, what we call, or Himalayan pink salt. These days, once the industry has realized that they can use the industrial salt, industrial waste product. I believe Tatas have started first. I may not be 100% sure, but whoever have started, they have started producing this pink salt, the iodized salt, on a commercial scale. The governments also have promoted, saying that you have to consume the iodized salt so that your iodine is maintained. But the thing is, we have to still, that is a big question mark. How much salt you are consuming? For instance, before you started using the iodized salt, maybe you are using 1 teaspoon for cooking, but now the salt is free flowing, they say, right? You might have seen the ads, all the Tata salt and so on and so forth. The salts are free flowing salts. That means if you put 1 teaspoon, it's not sufficient. You are encouraged that you have to compel to put more salt, which people are consuming more and more salt, and lot of junk food have increased, all these pizzas, burgers, so on and so forth. There is unseen salt in them. All these preservatives contain salt. So there is a lot of salt consumption, which has made people to encounter the thyroid dysfunction. Thyroid is an important gland which is situated in your throat, which is the master gland for metabolism. If thyroid is functioning, you are good. Otherwise, everything is problem. The symptoms for thyroid dysfunction could be lethargy. The person will not be having enough energy. Even the day comes to, say, afternoon, still he feels lethargic, he wants to sleep. Fluctuations in weight is very common. Weight gain, sudden weight gain is seen. Constipation, heat sensitivity. Everyone in the room might be feeling, comfortable, say at 24 degree of air con, but this woman or this man who's suffering with thyroid will find it very cold. Water retention is very, very common. These are all few things to name. So what are the solutions? Reduce common salt. I would recommend to use Himalayan pink salt or traditional salt, which is available for you locally, and reduce the cruciferous vegetables, which are you consume in day to day, because these might be iatrogenic as per a research, or they might encounter and interfere with the thyroid medication that people are taking. The foods like cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, and soya fruits may be restricted or minimized, and do include throat packs. This is again a small treatment I'll tell for you. People who are having thyroid dysfunction or who want to improve their metabolism, take a small cloth, dip it in cold water, squeeze it, put it around your neck and drape it around your neck. Over that, put a dry cloth. Over that, take your muffler and tie it. Okay, this is a very simple treatment, but if you do it consistently, any time of the day you can do it, no problem. Sit in a place, reading book or watching TV, whatever, or lying down, you can just tie the throat pack for about half an hour every day, if required twice also. This will help to improve the blood circulation to the thyroid gland, so bringing about proper thyroid metabolism. There are certain yogic exercises which are helpful to improve the thyroid function, like Vipreet Karani and all, under the guidance of a good yoga teacher or yoga physician. You can learn them. Pranayama, there are certain practices like Brahmari and Ujjayi breathing. So there are many things which can be done naturally by taking care. And kelp is a good seaweed which is also useful for thyroid. Yeah, I come to a new disease that these days we encounter. What is that disease? Worry disease. Worrying for every small things. Especially I've seen in the clinical practice, especially women, once they have reached a certain stage in life, say about the age of 40 plus and all, they are, settled, blessed in the life with children, they are financially settled, they have got good family to take care, and they become the master carer of the home and all that. They silently creep in a disease called worry disease, worrying for every small thing. What, doctor, what is this worry disease? See, for a worrying about every small thing will make your life miserable. Generally, why worry comes? Either you're thinking so much and too much about your past, or you're presuming more about your future. Then the worry comes. Worrying unnecessarily would put you at risk for many of the psychosomatic problems like hypertension, heart disease, anxiety, acidity, to name a few. There are so many. So generally, why worry comes? Either thinking too much about past. Your past is a mystery. Your past is already a history. Your future is a mystery. The present is a beautiful present that you have in your hand. So don't worry is my, good suggestion for you. I would like to share a small joke. In this life, there are only two things to worry about. Either you'll be rich or poor. If you are rich, there is nothing to worry about. But if you are poor, there are only two things to worry. Either you will be healthy or sick. If you are healthy, there is nothing to worry about. But if you are sick, there are two things to worry about. Either you will live or you will die. If you live, there is nothing to worry about. If you die, there are only two things to worry. You will either go to heaven or to hell. If you go to heaven, there will be nothing to worry about. If you go to hell, you are so damn busy shaking hands with all your friends, you won't have time to worry. So why worry? So avoid worry, hurry, and curry in life. That means unnecessary worrying about every small thing, hurrying about everything. Curry, that means eating very high spicy